my dear students, welcome to your very own faculty driven institute Resultant. Hope you guys are fine. So guys, in today's Sunday Ka Funda video, I'll be talking you about mulching. What do you mean by mulch? What are the benefits of mulching and where you can use this mulching? Okay, so as you guys can see at the back of me, throughout the field, wherever the camera is going, you can see that mulching is being done. Now comes the question that what do you mean by mulching? Mulching is a process by which you provide a covering, or you can say a covering of the material for the open surface of the ground. Now comes the question, for which plants do you do this mulching? You can do it for fruits, vegetables, nursery saplings, for those which gives you a high monetary value as well. Now comes that which is this protective layer or the material which you have applied. First of all, this layer or material which you have applied to cover the surface of this open ground is termed as mulch. You can check it out here. Now there can be n different types of mulch you can provide. Right now in the field which you can see here, a plastic material is being provided, a polythene layer which is provided. Okay, similarly you can use decayed leaves or barks of the trees, that can be used, or minerals mulching can also be done. Now comes the question, is there a specific season in which you can do mulching? No, you can do it in spring season, in summer season, you can do it in any season. After that, third comes that why there is a need of doing mulching. What is the benefits of mulching? So guys, when you apply this protective layer or a material like polythene sheets you have applied, so whenever you will be supplying water for irrigation, there will be a greater tendency that it will hold the water. The soil will hold the water rather than the water getting evaporated. Secondly, if instead of polythene you would have used decayed leaves and all, it will help to add humus and improve the fertility of the soil. Third, there has been a tendency that soil moisture would be retained and n number of more losses could be reduced. So there are n benefits of mulching. So you can use it in your fields also, because it not only helps to reduce the losses but gives you greater output. Sometimes it will give you double the yield if you do the cultivation in the same patch of land. So that's all about mulching. Let's go to the studio and get some more knowledge about mulching. Hello my dear students, so I guess you have practically seen the mulching in the field visit, and now let's talk it about, okay, and if you have a doubt that ma'am you didn't went exactly to that farm, so actually barricades, that wire netting was there, so I was not able to go practically just near to that, but I tried my best that as near as I could have shown you that. Okay, so now let's talk about further about mulching. It's be quick and in brief talk it about. So let's talk it about quickly. But before that, if you don't know about me, you can go through my profile as well. You can subscribe to our channel in case you are new subscriber, or you can share it to the people as well. Okay, so subscribe it if you're a new person, become our subscriber and share it with maximum of your friends as well. Now if you don't know about me, you can go through my profile, and next let's talk it about in this Sunday Ka Funda video about the detailed things about mulching, everything if you want to know about mulching. So mulching, as I told you, this is a farming and you do it for gardening and for nursing purposes and all. So you cover, as I told you, the soil with a protective layer. You can use any organic material or inorganic material. When you say organic material, in that predominantly carbon is there. In inorganic, you don't have carbon in that. Exceptions, I'm not taking that into consideration. Talking about it, that ma'am, why you have to do an additional thing of providing a protective covering? Is there any benefit of it? Yes. Firstly, the cover, as I told you, you can use it for any type of covering, you can provide it. The purpose, it will conserve the moisture, the water which is present in the soil, it will conserve that. It will be talking about the temperature, it will not lead to fluctuations of the temperature. The structure of the soil will improve, and it has a numerous benefits. You use it for agricultural purposes and horticulture purposes. Here the mulching which you provide, as I told that there was a polythene sheets, you can use organic mulch here, straw, leaves, compost, wood chips, you can use that. Okay, so that is very good because it will also provide you nutrients in the soil. Apart from that, next if I talk it about here, advantages, same soil fertility, soil moisture, It will weeds, it will not allow them to grow that much. Erosion of the soil cannot be there because it will hold the soil. Temperature regulations and all will be there. Okay, next, if I talk about disadvantages, yeah, sometimes it may happen that it will, like, frequently you need to replenish it. If it gets decomposed, you need to frequently add it. Then pest and all, if you haven't properly managed this, there are chances that pest and diseases can also come into action. Here, if it is naturally available, good, and if it is not available, then it can become an expensive one if you purchase it and you will just put this. Okay, and it will deplete the soil nitrogen which is there in the soil if it is there more in carbon. Okay, so this is the disadvantages. Then you can go for inorganic mulch in which carbon is not there. Like you can go for plastic film, gravel, stones. These are inorganic in nature. They don't have carbon with them. Okay, they are durable as compared to organic mulch, that replenishment and all is not required. But the disadvantage is the organic mulch was adding nutrients to the soil, while the inorganic mulch does not add nutrients to the soil. Okay, that much. So that is the one thing, but it's simple. It is easily available, not that much costly, also durable, long lasting, and yeah, it will also help in suppressing the temperature, easy to install and maintain. Okay, now the next, if I talk about the disadvantages, I told you nothing to do with soil fertility, acidity, nothing to do with that, because it's just a layer which is being provided. And if you go for a higher grade or a more durable material, it may appear to you very costly. Otherwise, simple locally available materials you can use it. Benefits, as I told you, water conservation, it will retain the soil, it will reduce the evaporation, because you know that evaporation is what? Process of conversion of liquid to vapor state at pre-surface. So evaporation can take place, and there is a considerable amount of evaporation which takes place. So it's not like 2-3% which you can ignore it. Evaporation can even exceed to 50% in case of summers. So if you go for this mulching, it will help you in conserving the water, and generally when dry periods and all is there, it will help to retain the soil moisture, which is beneficial for the growth of plants. Okay, so next, coming further, if I talk about next benefit is weed suppression. If weeds and all grow, they will not let the plants grow, they will block the sunlight and they will reduce the growth. So if mulching is done, they will help in preventing the growth of the weed. Okay, next is temperature moderation, as we have discussed about the organic mulch, inorganic mulch. So they will keep it cooler whenever hot weather is there. It will be like an insulation, like you have this water bottles thermally insulated. Then whatever is the temperature out, if it is hot also, you have kept the cold water, it will remain cold. So it's like it is insulated. It is not allowing the outer temperature to have any interference in the inner temperature of the bottle. Similarly, this mulch acts as an insulation, so that if hotter temperature is there, it still keeps the ambient temperature of the plants as cool. Okay, apart from that, soil erosion control, it will hold the soil so that even if running water is there or because of any runoff and all is there, the erosion does not take place to a larger extent. Apart from that, soil fertility, if you go for organic mulch, if you use barks of the trees and all those things, so they will add nutrients in the soil. So they will, like, it will accelerate the process of growth, and it will also, you can say, sometimes, as I told you, it will double the productivity, double the yield. So that is also one of the things. Disease reduction in a sense that if any diseases which takes place due to like soil borne diseases and all, so when you're covering that whole place, covering that plant, so the chances of contact decreases and the chances of diseases also decreases. Next is improve aesthetic appeal. See, when you, I have practically seen it, when you're providing a covering, they are in a row. When you see it, you see that, wow, how does it look like? It properly, it's like an aesthetic appearance you get it. Very good appearance you get it. Okay, so about this, now after this, you can go for n number of techniques. You can use it. You can use the sheet mulching, cardboard, newspapers, you can go for it. You can go for straw mulching. So straw, you can provide it around the plants. Okay, apart from that, you can go for wood chips of the woods which are there. You can go for trees, around the trees and shrubs where you get it. You can use that. Compost, which you prepare it in khad and all, which you call it, you can use that also, because it will improve the fertility. Then limitations is, as I told you, organic mulch, you have to add it again, because if you have added it, it's not that it will remain same. It will decompose over the time. Pest,
There, if you have not properly installed, there are chances that pest and all can come. They could provide a shelter if you have not properly packed it, so that can be there. Now if let us suppose nutrients deplete, you have to add nutrients to it. Okay, and now you have provided so much covering to the plants that plants is not able to breathe, aeration is not there, then also there is an issue. So these are the things which can happen. Weeds, if not you may, let us suppose if organic mulch is there and they contain wheel seeds, so they might be like some other plants go nearby. So all these things are there that can be, you can say, a problem. And if you want to do mulching, you can do in any season, any climate. That will depend upon the climate. But yeah, you can go for any polythene sheets, cardboard, organic mulch. You can use any types of mulching, provided you are properly installing it. If you're going for organic mulch, you have to make sure that you need to add it again and again, because over the time it degrades. Okay, so you should do all these things so that the productivity of the crop increases, right? So you, next time when you see it in the field about this mulching, you should know that why it is done. So what are the advantages? Evaporation loss, soil erosion, then greater productivity, nutrients in the soil fertility. There are n number of advantages which you get, right? So this is about mulching, guys. I hope you like the video, and if you want me to make video on any other topic, kindly do comment and subscribe to our channel as well. Okay, so if you have any doubts, be free to tell to me. And guys, this is the support number, which if you have any, you want to enroll to our courses, you can talk on the 7991310416, or you can call on mechanical students on the research number, and civil students on Abhinav sir's number. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. Take care of yourself. Bye bye and study hard. Thank you, everyone.